subsided. Of course, we don't want to see any more rain for a while. When we take a look at the forecast here, there is a streak of rain most likely to the north of Houston that is going to be bringing some additional rain coming up most likely Thursday, maybe heading into Friday. Breaking it down here day by day, each one of these panels represents the latest forecast from the GFS, which is the American Computer Model. And notice here, most of the rain shows up here on Thursday. So today, hot and humid. It's not going to be that much happening out there. A very slight chance for a late day thunderstorm moving in from the Austin area. And then a similar setup tomorrow. Any rain we see is likely to be to the north, although there could be some misty drizzles in the morning. Thursday brings us our highest likelihood for seeing some thunderstorms in the area. Right now, this particular model shows them a little bit, to the north of Conroe. Could be some that get a little bit closer to Houston. Then heading into Friday and Saturday, right now everything is looking pretty good. All right, temperatures right now compared to this time yesterday in most locations are warmer. Not everywhere. Where you see the 0, that means it's exactly the same right now as it was yesterday. Bush Airport is 2 degrees warmer. It's actually 8 degrees warmer in College Station, 4 degrees warmer than yesterday at this time in Katy. Sugar Land is 2 degrees cooler. That's because I remember this time yesterday it was like abnormally warm. It was warmer than every other spot. So now it's kind of just along lines with everybody else. We have breezes coming in from the south. There's that muggy breeze that I mentioned coming in south or southeast right now, anywhere between about 7 and 13 miles per hour with a few higher gusts, especially near the coastline. So nice little breeze out there, really nothing too strong at all. All right, the latest temperatures are on the way up. So the average high temperature this time of the year is about 85 degrees, and we've already hit 86 in Katy at this hour. 81 at Hobby and 83 at Bush Intercontinental. And the way you see the temperatures staggered here is going to be the trend through the day today, and it's the trend when you have a south breeze. So you're not quite as hot on the coastline because you're getting that cooling effect from the water, and then you generally get hotter inland. So that's why Brenham is at 86 compared to Freeport and Galveston at 80. So that's the current setup, and we will get a little warmer. Now, take a look at this. Hate to break it to you, but we are dealing with a heat index out there right now. The feels like value at Hobby is 86. Feels like value at Bush Intercontinental at 90. Sugar Land 88. Columbus at 90. LaGrange, if you're heading out there, maybe you're watching us on Rabbit Ears out there, or watching us on Fox Local, I should say, out there, because you can get us from anywhere in the world. 95, the feels like value, that's pretty rough. All right, let's talk about thunderstorm chances. Well, we had an outbreak of severe thunderstorms in Oklahoma last night. One of them turned deadly, a very large tornado that hit to the north of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now that main threat has moved off toward places like Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. There's a little area here, though, that comes down into Texas. This is actually what we call the dry line that comes in. It moves to the east during the day, and then it moves back to the west at night. And when it moves to the east, sometimes it could spark some severe weather. So that's possible from the hill country back up to North Texas. Around here, there's a very slight chance of an isolated thunderstorm. Tomorrow, those chances are primarily to our north, but it covers a larger portion of the country. So we're talking about the chance for hail and high winds in some of the storms breaking out from Dallas down to around Waco, over to around Nacogdoches, back up to the Arklatex and those areas, and then all across to some of the same areas at risk for seeing the tornadoes today. Could be a serious threat to places like, let's say, Nashville and central Kentucky as well. Now we take a look ahead at Thursday. Now at this point, the rain chances don't look huge, but it is favored, though, if we were to see thunderstorms and severe thunderstorms, most likely to the north of our area, or northeast and northwest. So this is the current prediction from NOAA's Storm Prediction Center for Thursday and Thursday night, and basically along and north of Interstate 10 is where we have those higher chances for seeing severe weather. So we'll keep a close eye on that. It is really inexact right now as to the timing of all this, because when we have disturbances coming our way, we look upstream. If you consider the jet stream to be kind of like a river of air, which is another word for it, is that you have to look at what's happening upstream for what's coming your way. And so there is a little dip in the jet stream here, and it looks like that's going to creep its way a little closer to the west coast of Mexico and then influence our forecast there coming up on Thursday. So we'll try to iron out the details as we get a little bit closer, but for right now, just keep an eye out there for Thursday. Right now, temperatures around the state are warming up. So Dallas, Fort Worth up to 85 right now. It's in the low 80s over in Austin, about 83 in Corpus Christi. And I want to talk a little bit about these rivers. So as we reported this morning, they have closed down. TxDOT has closed down Highway 90 in Liberty County as it crosses. There's a bridge here that crosses the Trinity River that takes you from Dayton to Liberty. That has been closed because this river here, this river level, is at major flood stage. In fact, it's only inches away from the level that it reached at Hurricane Harvey. Now the dotted lines here are the forecast, and you'll see there, so this is today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it does show the river levels dropping very slowly. And it's dropping slowly because there's still water that's being released from Lake Livingston. So that's going to be a really slow drop. The good news is that the West Fork of the San Jacinto, as it runs past Porter and runs down to Kingwood and Humble and into Lake Houston, that one is falling much faster. So it's going to quickly become more of a cleanup situation there as opposed to a response to rising water. So here's what is coming our way. So a muggy day ahead, very warm conditions. Our temperatures running about 5 degrees above average. And it's going to be that way for a while. So today we're looking for highs in the upper 80s, some low 90s. Models have been mixed as to developing rain out here. This is the newest model run of this. Earlier this morning it was showing more rain. Now it isn't showing any rain over by Austin, but that certainly is a possibility. Overnight tonight, look for the thick cloud cover to roll back in. We'll have some misty, maybe morning fog tomorrow, and in some spots a little bit of drizzle as well. And then it'll become a steamy day for tomorrow. Tomorrow might actually turn out to be a little bit hotter than today, in fact, as we head toward, a little bit, you're already coming into a warmer situation, and so you're just kind of adding on top of that. So let me show you the 7-day Fox Rad forecast here and check out what's coming our way for the Mother's Day weekend. A reminder, it is the Mother's Day weekend. And coming up here on Mother's Day itself, right now 40% rain chance. There's going to be a system coming in around that time, like Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday time frame. Right now, it looks favored that we'll have the better chances for thunderstorms coming up on Monday, but that far out, these things can speed up or slow down a little bit. So hot and humid for today, tomorrow, and Thursday. Although, as I pointed out to you, there is a chance that we'll see a little bit of severe weather there coming up on Thursday. And then for Friday and for Saturday, we get just a little brief relief from the heat. It isn't going to be cool, but we'll get the morning low temperatures a little more comfortable and the afternoon highs closer to average, which is 85 degrees. So hot and humid weather around for the next few days, for the next 3 days. Coming up on Fox 26 News at noon, of course, we'll have all of the latest news of the day, as well as an updated look at what's happening on Fox Rad Radar and in your extended forecast, including a look ahead at Mother's Day. I also want to remind you, yesterday, each Monday, I record my own personal segment, which is called Mondays with Mike. Now, if you're watching us on Fox Local right now, you can find that on Fox Local by paging down and going down to the weather tab, and you'll see Mondays with Mike. Yesterday I was talking all about why river flooding, lake flooding, and why flooding in general happens around here, why it's so complicated to predict, and why sometimes the flooding lasts for a very long time. So it's kind of like a flooding 101. Goes into a lot of detail that a lot of people might not know about our local rivers and lakes. And so I hope you'll go ahead and check that out on Fox Local. I will see you coming up in